Greetings and salutations, friends. I am Numithrandor, and today we will finally be investigating Valcano Manor. But right before we enter the manor proper, there is one more item that needs dealing with on the outside. Some more fan daggers. Never really found a use for those, if I'm honest. We have a tree spirit. An ulcerated tree spirit. Somehow, managed to whiff all that. Oh, you weren't even aiming at me and you almost hit me. Well, so far this is just a nuisance. And now it is good and dead. And for our trouble, we get another golden seed. Oh. No, wrong. Oh, I forgot. Normally, the tree spirits cough up golden seeds. But this one took the place of an avatar. Of one of the minor Erdtree avatars. Which means we get physic charges. Understandable mistake, I suppose. Okay. Completely failed to block either of those. And now we have an annoying archer. And now we've picked up the item that we saw from down below. Not really worth the trouble, honestly. Fortunately, the blood was not the only item of interest here. Well, now that that's dealt with, we can return to Valcano Manor proper. And in fact, I might as well go straight back into the manor via the Grace. Otherwise, I'll just be riding up a hill for a minute or two. Boring for me and for you, I suspect. Now, on the one hand, I could speak to Lady Tanith, ask her to deliver me directly to Rykard. But no. I intend to fully explore the manor. And that includes going to the secrets, entering the back room, shall we say.
Ah, it's you, is it? I'm terribly sorry. But would you mind giving me some time to myself? I haven't achieved anything at all thus far. Even though I've dirtied my hands time and time again, I'm still yet to achieve anything. Perhaps I am a fool after all. No, it's worse than that. As things stand, I've given up on the path of revenge and sullied the name of my house. What an easy mark I must have been. How did it take me so long to realize, honestly? There's just no end to my foolishness, is there?
Well, you said it, not me, Dialos. And I wonder what you would say if I informed you that I murdered another member of House Hodslow. This one by the name of Juno. Would you even care, I wonder? Ah, Zarias has taken the form of Raya once again.
Oh, it's you. Forgive me. My mind never ceases to churn of late. Well, I know I can trust you. I saw something slithering in the pitch black of night. It entered the room next to this one and never came out. If I'm not mistaken, it took the form of a serpent, just like me. Does the Valcano Manor hide some secret that Lady Tanith has kept from me? I realize that I shouldn't impose, but if you discover anything, would you please share?
I will go searching, and I will share with you what I find, Zarias. Though, I fear you will not like the answer. And lo and behold, invisible wall. And what did Raya hear but this? A snake-snail hybrid. And there's a bunch of them. And a stair leading even further down. And other passages yet, going off who knows where. We'll go down first. And here meet with a Bloodhound Knight. And he gives us the Bloodhound Claws. Personally, never been overly fond of the claw-type weapons in the Souls games. And here in Elden Ring is no exception. Found a grace. Now we're out of doors again. Whole bunch of cages down there. A bridge that we have to lift up, it looks like. And I think I just saw somebody attempting to do the glitched jump. I can hardly blame them for trying. They patched that out of the game some time ago, alas. But if you could manage the jump, you would get your hands on an early Somber 7. Which, as you might have noticed, during my playthrough, was a rather big deal. More snake snails. I know they do have a proper name, but frankly, I don't think it really matters. I'm also thinking these guys are weak enough so that I don't really need to concern myself with removing them piecemeal. They certainly aren't worth the FP it would require to be rid of them all safely. Prey Perfumer Carmon. Is that Carmon or... Let me have him. There he is. Yeah, Carmaine or Carmon. Depraved perfumers practice their art for themselves alone. Carmon was a notably formidable perfumer whose strength rivaled that of heroes, and it is said that he was in search of a secret physic of revivification. Aye. Well, it seems that he failed in his quest. He never achieved the revivification. Bit of a tongue twister, that. Never achieved his goal, and apparently wound up a corpse here in Valcano Manor instead. Although I have little love for the perfumers, so I don't know whether I should be all that saddened to learn of his demise. At the moment, I'm inclined to say no, that I don't much care one way or the other for his particular fate. You're a long boy, aren't you? Although, alas, not an especially astute boy. Certainly not a very perceptive one. Should have gone for the kill in melee. I hate it when the hounds take more than one hit. They're already damned annoying, without them also getting a freebie. Don't know why you backed up when you could have come straight at me. Ow. Okay. It looked like you were just going to faff around and miss me for that whole time. And then suddenly, you finally managed to close the distance. And we have a whole bunch of stuff on the rooftops here. Smithing stone 6. There are a couple weapons of the normal smithstone variant that will be worth leveling up. The Moonlight may be my personal favorite, at least for an intelligence build. Okay. Didn't realize how much damage I would end up taking. Ooh, 2 for 1. Yeah, how much damage I'd end up taking walking into the mist left behind. Weathered straight sword. Fire arrows. Had a handful of those at the start, because we went samurai origin. But haven't really bothered getting any more since. Here we have the use of another stone sword key. I'm curious, actually, how many more of those do I have? Oh, I've got 11 more, so... so I think I'm good for a while. Yeah, you... Oh, for... Really? I thought that I'd be able to get the swing going, but nope, got whacked in the face for my trouble. That's a lot of damage for being poked by a damn torch. Another medallion. Useful depending on what I'm trying to do. Well, that room was somewhat annoying. Yes, the gate is open. Almost looks like a path you could follow there. But alas, it is not. Yeah. Corpses everywhere, rotting in the streets. This is what Rykard creates. All that he can create, indeed. Is it any wonder that all turned against him, and his path was considered blasphemy? Little wonder why the people who've been assaulting his castle all these years are still at it. I, for one, would never allow such depravity to continue, particularly not if I had the strength to destroy it. No, I think I heard another glass shattering sound. Which means I've got at least one more person lobbing poison nonsense at me. I could drop down. But then how would I get back up here straight away? We'll come back to this. There's more in this town. Yeah, where are you? And that's precisely why I didn't want to leave the area just yet. The Erdtree seal. One of the best seals for incantations. Again, depending on your faith. As this one scales extremely well with faith. There are some, just like with the catalysts, where you can get some mileage out of alternative stats. Though, so far, Elden Ring has 0 catalysts, or seals, that can pull double duty, working both for sorceries and incantations. Which is a bit of a shame, I will say. Also, we have no weapon catalysts. And by that I mean something like we had in Dark Souls 2. The Blue Flame Sword, I think it was called. Where you could have a sword that doubles as a wand. A staff, as it was called then. Granted, it wasn't as good as a number of other staves that you could get your hands on. But you can't really beat the versatility of being able to upgrade one weapon and get not only the ability to cast spells, but also an actual sword to use, too. Very economical on your resources. That said, Dark Souls 2 was actually rather generous with its resources, so it was very seldom required that you actually go that far out of your way to make up for a shortfall. just a little too short. Oh yes, quite a few amusing little things to find on the rooftops of Reichard's domain. And I remember you. Were you the one who was lobbing crap at me? Ah, good. I have enough strength in the swing to actually stagger them. Alas, that is a rather significant hurdle to get over. Nothing more this way. So let's head back. Alright, we're back on this roof. So is there... Oh. One more of you guys. Oh. And there's an item right there. Going to have to go back up a bit if I'm going to be able to drop down to that one. Ah, and it looks like there's another item right around here too. Oh, and I walked right bloody past it at that. And it looked like there was something else. Where was it, though? It looked like it was on a slightly elevated... No. Might have been a trick of the eyes. Well, we've circled all the way back. So, let's go and grab this item. Target lock indeed. Now we could go down that way. But there seems to be an item over this way. Looks like I'll be able to drop down here. Okay, that's step one. Oh. Because of the angles, it looked like that ladder, or those steps rather, were going to be in the lava. So, painful to reach, I thought, but actually reachable all the same. Oh, and they explode. Oof. Okay. That was unpleasant of them. Oh no. Ah, no, get away. Rather nasty that they all blow up whether you hit them with a flame weapon or not. There was actually no need to charge up that second swing. Smoldering shield. That one is actually a little unfamiliar. Small shield made upon Mount Gelmir, forged from uncooling lava. Resists frosts with its heat, and can even be used to deal fire damage if wielded as a weapon. Interesting. Although, I don't think I'm going to be making overmuch use of that, either as a shield or as a weapon. I'd simply... Well, I'd have to give up using my moonlight sword to do that. And doing so would be tantamount to betraying Ronnie. Huh. Okay. Okay. That first encounter very nearly went badly for me. Because it looked as if he was just short of stopping me actually jumping back onto the ledge. It looked as if I was going to get shunted off and wind up stuck, falling into the lava, which would have been rather nasty without a direct path to escape it. Looks like we're... Let me see, yeah. No, hold on. Are we below? Yeah, we're actually below the church. The last grace we visited is above us now. Oh, and we looped all the way back. And we're in the town again. Okay, then. Actually mildly regretting jumping there now. Okay. Well, we went that way. So let's see what we can find on a slightly different trajectory. After all, we do still have plenty of healing flasks. And we can kill most anything here in a hit or two. So I'm not too worried about an enemy sweeping in and killing me. The environment getting the better of me, though. That's far more likely. Yes, I can see. There is a cave over there, beneath the walls. Alright, looks like I can't actually make it much further this way. I thought maybe, just maybe, I could have managed something on that far side. But alas, no. Or if I attempted to cross the lava right there, to simply wade across, well, it might have worked. But I would have burned literally all of my heals doing it. Are you... Okay. And my spell wound up hitting the step instead of my target. Well, found one goodie walking on the rooftop there. But looks like I only get the one. Yeah, ran into guys like you at Castle Saul. And last time we dealt with your ilk, you acted as an alarm, summoning yet more enemies to contend with us. And I didn't much appreciate that. Yeah. Nice for you to be hid behind the barrel, such that I can't lock onto you. Not that it helped you. Are you the hanging? Yeah, now I'm close enough. I might as well just swing normally. No point being fancy about it anymore. Now the enemies in here always give me the shivers. Just the sound they make as they charge at you. Yeah, I don't buy for a second that you're dead. I can't lock onto you, but I don't trust you. There. I kinda knew there was there was at least one more. But because of how I entered the area, between the pillars, I couldn't see him. Don't worry, your suffering will end sooner rather than later. Another snake person. Quite a few of these around here. Quite a suspicious number indeed. Well, not that it truly matters. Rykard is well beyond redemption regardless. At this point, it is merely a matter of degrees. And poor Raya. I'm going to have to tell her about all the snakiness going on here. I do not relish the thought. I do not relish that I'm going to have to tell her the truth. Simply leaving all this. Leaving her unaware of the sheer nature and depravity of her abode would be in its own way cruel. Not gonna go that way just yet. And I'm not sure I will go that way. Ever, frankly. Because just getting there would cost me. They hid a little something away. Oh. I heard glass breaking, so I knew there were other enemies about. Okay, let's get across. And then across again. Just so that I don't have to worry about having to cross the lava on foot. Not that that's helped me much. I'm gonna have to burn another flask at this rate. Can I get up here? Yes, I can. Oh, and we're across from where we were before. Nope, not gonna stop me with that, you're not. Use up the last of our mana. Okay. So we worked our way up. We came from the manor proper. All the way down here to the magma. Or, well, I suppose we are above ground, so it's lava here. Still, a lot of heat, regardless. That is an awful lot of blood to just be here. And we have 2 cage elevators. Let's see where this one goes first. Ooh, lava cavern. I seem to recall that this is a boss arena. Ow. I suppose I shouldn't be surprised to see a magma worm here. Now, can I get round? Yes, I can. That's not as much damage as I should like. What? What? Why? Why did that do no damage? Oh, I'm still alive. Magic pick... Where? Okay. I had a magic pixel of health there. What? Okay. Okay. Oh, blast it all. Okay. Just realized I forgot to open the shortcut. So that's going to be a long run back from here. Okay. Pain, pain, pain. Okay. Fortunately, I won't have to kill everything to get back to that spot. Well, the Omen Killer is alive again. Okay. Ow, ow, ow. Yeah, those poison little glass grenades they've got really, really hurt more than you'd think they ought to. At least more than I think they ought to. Am I gonna... Yeah. I realized, after I'd already charged it up, that I was gonna wind up hitting the bloody stairs again. Ooh, I was afraid that was gonna be a step too far. But I got lucky and lived. Okay. Yep, just gonna ignore everything. At least till we get right around here. Because this snaky boy will be a problem. Okay. Now we need to find our runes. Ah, there they are. They were a bit further along than I thought. I do not appreciate you moving me into the lava. Okay. I don't want to risk getting any more damage from that. Okay. So that's a dragon heart for us. Ay. Looks like there's a path that way. But I believe that is the road you would take if you were captured by an abductor virgin. So perhaps I'll show where that leads in a later episode. But for right now, we have another boss to deal with. There are at least 2 more bosses to contend with here in the manor. Obviously Rykard himself, but another most unwelcome creature is here. No, I'm quite done with you. Black Flame Monk armor. Just like the Banished Knight Unaltered set. We have a piece that I would have wanted to get as easily as that made it look, but that took a lot of grinding to get instead. Sometimes the game can be generous, but only after you've already wasted your time. At least that's how it feels. And now we have a bridge. A bridge which I personally wouldn't dare crossing for several hours at least, for fear that it would light my shoes on fire just getting near it. Yeah. And now we have a properly nasty boss creature. And you have a lot of health. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, I was too slow. And he's gonna do the roly-poly of doom, and didn't kill me. just about whiffed. No. Ooh. Cancelled his attack. Wonderful. And got another of my favorite weapons, the Godskin Stitcher. Love this thrusting sword. Ay ay. Well, that was a very long and painful trip. And I now have something to share with Raya. So. Yes, I'm gonna go now. And speak with her. The manor is depraved, filled with evil and literal monsters, including a godskin noble, the same filth that presumably murdered E.G. After all, the telltale black flame was all over E.G.'s body. And Ronnie's corpse in the Divine Tower of Liurnia was also guarded by a godskin noble. And I do not believe for a second that that was an accident. The godskin were after her. They were her enemies, and thus they are my enemies. There is much evil here, Raya.
The serpent that lurked in the shadows that night. It entered the room next to this one, and never came out. Perhaps the manor yet holds some secrets. If you discover anything, would you please share?
There is great evil here, Raya.
Really? So there was a secret after all. Oh my. Lady Tanith, my own mother, has deceived me. Was I not born by the grace of a king?
I'm afraid not. You were not a king's child. At least not as Lady Tanith seems to have misled you into believing.
What is this? I remember this scent distinctly. Funny, isn't it? I am certain of it. I was born inside this. It's a part of my birth, Mother. You have my gratitude. Thanks to you, I am no longer afraid. I want to know how I was born and met Lady Tanith. One day, I hope to call her mother once again. This time from the bottom of my heart.
I am sorry, Raya. I did not mean to cause you pain. I merely speak the truth, in the hopes that you may escape this nightmare.
I want to know how I was born and met Lady Tanith. One day, I hope to call her mother once again. This time from the bottom of my heart.
And now we shall see what Lady Tanith has to say about these unconscionable truths.
Won't you consider having an audience with our Lord? Our Lord will no doubt welcome you. Another kindred spirit, treading the path of champions.
No, I won't see him yet.
I see. Well, I cannot make you take the leap, but do know this. To follow the path of valor An audience with our Lord is essential in order to defy this debasement and rise up against the Erdtree like a true recusant of the Valcano Manor.
Well, well. Looks like I might have done this in slightly the wrong order. Or perhaps there'll be something more when I reload the area. But in any case, this is where I will wrap up today's episode. Please remember, if you've enjoyed this, to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a good day.